Welcome to Business Development Center Monthly, a show dedicated to talking about the Upper Coastal Plain Business Development Center, where we bring you the latest information about the perfect place to get your business started. And now, let's meet our hosts.
Welcome to BDC Monthly, our monthly broadcast talking about small business and things that we do to help grow the economy here in the Upper Coastal Plains region. My name is Greg Goddard. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Upper Coastal Plain Development Corporation that manages and operates the Business Development Center here in Wilson, and we serve customers in a 5-county region. Today I have as my special guest Tamel Hayes, who's president of ClearScreen LLC, and also his office manager, Latoya Freeman. And this company is one of the new companies that came into the BDC in October of last year. And welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you with me today.
It's good to be here.
We want to talk about the impact that this small business has, and I'll ask Tamel if he'll just tell us a little bit about himself and the background for his company.
Okay. Well, my name is Tamel Hayes, and a licensed clinical social worker as well as a licensed clinical addiction specialist. And we decided that it would be a good idea to formulate ClearScreen so that we can address some of the substance abuse needs in the community through background testing and background checks as well. It doesn't also just do background drug testing. It also does background checks. We also provide DNA testing for individuals as well as the court systems, legal and non-legal fraternity. And we also provide steroid testing as well.
In what market do you serve? I mean, you serve customers in several counties. What is your market area?
We can pretty much provide services in terms of the drug testing to communities as well as individuals in the eastern part of the state. We can sell bulk drug testing kits anywhere in the United States, and we also can provide background checks anywhere in the United States as well.
And Tamel, do you provide that service here at the BDC, or you go to your customer's location? Where do you actually provide the service?
Yeah, they can come here and get the services from us, and we can also go to them. So if it's convenient for us to, make a trip and come and see our consumers, then we can definitely go to them as well.
Okay, and I'm assuming that you have calls that come in all the time for people requesting your service, or how do you market your services?
Yes, we do have calls. We direct market. We send out flyers. We attend social media
events.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. We also have a website,
okay.
www.clearscreenusa.com, where they can go online and look at our services as well as purchase test kits as well.
Very good. And Latoya, I'm assuming you're the office manager. You kind of help direct things around here, don't you?
I am.
And you get calls from time to time from customers that want to look into your services?
I do, and I handle all of the paperwork. Usually I handle the background screens.
Okay. So you do the technical part of the thing.
Right.
Tamel is the front man, and you're the
Yes.
behind-the-scenes person that does the actual work.
Right.
Kind of like that anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
But y'all work as a team, because I've seen you here, and I know y'all work together on this new venture. And so you have a background in counseling?
I do. We have a background in counseling. That's another service that we've added to ClearScreen and that we're working on right now. We're actually working on being able to bill insurance. And so hopefully when that gets up and running, we'll be able to provide a full array of counseling services as well.
I think you have a side job. You kind of work at Barton College as an adjunct professor.
Yes, I work at Barton College in the social work department. I taught last semester, and hopefully I'll be teaching in the summer. I took a break this semester. Right now I'm teaching substance abuse classes at another community college for right now.
Very good. What do you see in the marketplace today in terms of drug abuse and those kinds of things? I know employers particularly have concerns about hiring new people and having background checks and things. And tell us about that type of service that you would provide a private sector employee, or any employee for that matter.
Right. Well, businesses want to protect their business. They want to protect their other employees, and they want to make sure they stay in business. The one thing about substance abuse is that people abuse substances all the time, and one thing that you see on the rise is, prescription drug use. And at one point, we weren't testing for certain things, but as new synthetic drugs become on the market, we have to find new innovative ways to stay in front of that and to test for that. And one test that we've actually developed with the labs that we work with ClearScreen are the K2 and Spice. We actually have a test for that. And also the bath salts, which was not on the market up until maybe recently, maybe last year. And so we've actually developed a test for that we can actually test for that. Also, one thing that truly drives me to really, why I believe in this service, is that one thing that I think is fragile that you can't sometimes get back is trust. And if you can provide evidence that, hey, I'm being honest, I'm staying clean, that it becomes more than just a cut with a few lines. It actually becomes a conduit of trust. And that trust can then repair and rebuild relationships. So one of the main focuses, one of the key principles about ClearScreen and why we do what we do is because we believe that trust is important and that people can rebuild trust.
So do you generally go into a company on a periodic basis and do group testing or
Absolutely.
That type of service to the private sector?
Yes, we can definitely do group testing. We can do random testing. Okay. We can do, let's say if there's workers' compensation, we can go in and be available on call 24 hours to go in and do testing for that as well.
Very good. And how have things been going?
Things have been going pretty good. We're getting our name out there. We're making a lot of connections. We're doing business with quite a few people. We have a contract with Pitt Counseling Center in Greenville.
Very good.
And we're also working on a contract with Carolina Treatment Center as well. And a few other providers with providing them with some adjunct services to other clinics.
So, what does the marketplace look like today? Is there a lot of competition for this type of service, or is this something that's really come on in the last few years as far as providing this type of service?
I think it's picking up. I think the marketplace is really responding to the demand for these types of background checks and these types of screening services. And so, as time goes on, you'll probably see more businesses of this type formulating. However, we want to make sure that we're providing the best service and, make sure we stand out because of the reason why we do it.
Right.
For us, it's not just a business.
So what is your mission? You have a mission statement, it sounds like.
Yeah. My mission is I really believe that people can really, truly protect what it is that's important to them. And what we want to do is be that middle person to provide that trust. We want to be the person that helps bring that trust to the table so that people can make sure that they can trust their employees, so that, families can make sure they trust family members, so that, friends can make sure, or loved ones, or children or parents, or, persons who are in relationships can say, you know what, I trust you.
Yeah. And I heard you mention as part of your service you do DNA testing?
Yes, we do DNA testing, legal and non-legal paternity testing.
Paternity testing.
Yeah, so we do have the DNA testing that can stand up in court, and we also can provide the DNA testing in case someone just wants to know.
Yeah. Okay. Those are great services, and tell our viewing audience how they can contact you again if they need to avail themselves of your services.
Okay, you can contact us at our website as well, www.clearscreenusa.com, and you can also contact us with our phone numbers. And
our number is 252-234-5921.
And that's right here in the Business Development
That's here
Center.
in Wilson.
You've been here since October. Tell me a little bit about what you like about being in the Business Development Center.
I really like how everyone is very helpful, very hands-on in terms of making sure that, you have everything your business needs. I don't think there's anything that we've needed that we haven't gotten an immediate response to, or that they haven't been proactive with making sure that we had even prior to our lease agreement. It's been awesome. The staff is wonderful. Greg's very hands-on, very personal. I really appreciate him. And so it's really a great place for if you have a business idea for your business to grow and to do business.
Yeah, one of the things that we try to do here is give our local businesses that locate in our facility a one-stop shop. They get all the services provided for one fee a month, including high-speed broadband internet, phone services, secretarial reception support. We have a copy center. That makes it good for you. You've got a copy center. You don't have to invest in a big, expensive color copy. We provide that for you, and then we just basically bill our tenant companies at the end of every month. So we try to give you a turnkey office set up here so that you can concentrate on marketing and promoting your business, not worry about the commode stopping up or the insurance and that kind of thing. So we're ideally situated here helping startup companies like ClearScreen get started.
Right. And very reasonably priced.
I would say we are. I mean, our spaces start at $275 a month and go to about $450. Depending on the amount of space you need, we can accommodate your needs. And like I say, it's a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
The safety is key to me.
Oh.
I feel really safe here.
Okay.
Very true.
Yeah, we have 24/7 access to the facility here, and you can get in through the private door through a swipe key, and you have access. And then we're in a well-lit area in downtown Wilson, and we've had no problems with crime at all. So it's a relatively safe place, secure place to be. We also have conference rooms like this room here, the Nash Conference Room, and our training room on the second floor, and a large space on the third floor. So if you have group settings where you need a training site, we make those available to our client companies here as well. So we try to do everything we can to make it easy for a new company to get started.
And you have, and we've been very appreciative. Very good.
We hope that you will avail yourselves to the services of our client companies such as ClearScreen, and we hope that you will be here and come see us. And if we can help you with your business needs, your office needs, what have you, we do counseling. We'll be happy to help you with any of your service needs.
Ready to pursue your business dream? Business incubation may be the solution. The Upper Coastal Plain Business Development Center has the answer. The center provides an all-inclusive professional work environment where your idea can turn into a business. With affordable office space, business counseling, conference and training rooms, state-of-the-art phone and internet connectivity, office technology, and receptionist support, you can be in business in no time. Just call, click, or come see us at the Upper Coastal Plain Business Development Center in downtown Wilson.
Welcome back to Business Development Center Monthly. I also have a special guest today, Mr. Keith Davis. He is a counselor with the Service Corps of Retired Executives. He also is a counselor to American small businesses. And Keith, welcome today.
Why, thank you, Greg.
Good to have you with us. And tell us a little bit about yourself first, and then we'll talk about what you do with SCORE.
Well, I retired to Nashville, North Carolina in 2006, and took over my parents' home and looked for something of interest to do, and I came across people who were looking to start SCORE. The Raleigh chapter was very instrumental in helping the Upper Coastal Plain Council, the Upper Coastal Plain SCORE chapter, to get started in Rocky Mount. We've been established since 2008, and I am really pleased to work with so many diverse people in trying to accomplish their dreams, so to speak.
Yeah. And your service area is pretty much the same thing as the Council of Governments. You have Wilson, Nash, Edgerton, Northampton, and Halifax, and you're located in the Brazos Memorial Library, your main office there?
Yes, sir. On the second floor, the library is gracious enough to give us the things that we need, and I remind all of the people that I counsel that they are in a library, and then all the little booklets I give them, there's a whole book or tape or DVD in the library that can service their needs.
Well, that's really a great resource for our citizens that live in these 5 county areas that have a library of that sort.
Oh, absolutely. And Jane Blackburn, who's the executive director of the Braswell Memorial Library, has consented to be the secretary of SCORE.
Wow.
So that helps us a lot and it helps us in the community to let a variety of people know that they can get both for-profit and non-profit information that they can actually act upon that day.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I study the IRS website extensively, and I'm beginning to now study the religious and church portions of it, so that I would be able to help a large group of religious and church community people as well.
So someone interested in forming a 501c3 nonprofit could access your services, and you could give them some guidelines on what they need to do
Certainly can.
to apply for that
Yes.
designation.
I could show them where they could actually not only print out the application for, which is called Form 1023. You fill that out, that would help you, lead you toward your 501c3 designation. But there's also an instruction manual. Each line on that 1023, the IRS gives you what they're looking to receive by way of information. So I find the IRS extremely helpful in what they're trying to do to help build businesses in any region, so to speak.
Talk about some of the services that you actually provide to private sector small businesses, because small businesses are particularly important because they don't have the resources of an HR director, for instance, or a finance director in many cases. So talk about some of the things that you usually see that small businesses need counsel on.
Well, SCORE, which has a nationwide website. That website is score.org. And SCORE is just like it sounds, SCORE.org. You'll find a template and tools tab on their website, and it is loaded with a whole host of free information. If you're looking to do a business plan, if you're looking to do cash flow chart analysis, if you're looking for marketing and marketing strategies, all of these templates are already set up by the various 13,000 mentors that we have across the United States. Most people don't know that SCORE is your federal tax money hard at work. We report directly to the Small Business Administration, Congress, of course, finances Small Business Administration, and we are a resource to the SBA. We had the SBA down at Braswell about 2 months ago in September of 2012. It took a little doing, but we had the IRS come down for 2 days down at the Gateway Technology Center. And we had people from along the eastern seaboard of the United States come down to hear what the IRS had to say. So it was very beneficial to us. We feel very proud about being able to put together these types of things with small volunteers. We do need volunteers, please. If you have an expertise of some kind and you wish to share it with others who are struggling to make things happen, please come down and see Mark Froman, who is our chairman, or Keith Davis, who is a counselor. The library is located at 727 North Grace Street in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Zip code 27804. Just put that into, what is that thing you put in when you got to drive? Well, anyway, my accents...
We can do a Google search and find you that way as well. Tell us a little bit about your schedule. If I'm a small business owner and I'd like to access some personal counseling, how do I contact you? And what is your schedule in terms of where you're located?
Okay.
Besides the Braswell Library, I think you make some other stops as well.
I also have an office at the Harold D. Cooley Library in Nashville, North Carolina. I'm there every Thursday from 4 o'clock until 7 o'clock. And may I remind our listening audience that everything that SCORE does in a way of counseling is free and confidential. For the first time in 4 years of our existence in Rocky Mount area, we have charged $33 for the IRS. It's because we provided a free lunch as well. So that was the reason for the charge. Otherwise, we're looking for 2012 to do a variety of workshops. for nonprofits, for religious organizations, and of course, for-profit business. We get the gamut in a way of people coming in to learn what it is they will be required to do to start a business. Some people have great ideas and good skills, but as I remind those people or potential customers that business has its own life. You have to take care of the business aspects of doing business. And once you do that, it will take care of you. Paying your taxes, planning and plotting for all of the services that you will provide your people, and all of it to make it run smooth. We provide our services to anyone that comes through the door, or can call the phone number of 252-442-1173. Now, because we're volunteers, we don't have a staffed office, but a machine would pick up the message. You leave your name and a number, and I will certainly call you back, or Mark Froman will certainly call you back.
Those are great services that the SCORE chapter in the Upper Coastal Plains region provides our startup and also existing businesses. And Keith, I know that you and I know you have 5 or 6 other colleagues that have enlisted to do some of the counseling with you, and I know y'all do a wonderful job of helping and filling in the gap. You mentioned workshops. I know that you've had workshops in the past. Do you have any of those workshops lined up for 2013?
Well, we don't have the actual dates written in stone yet, but we were thinking that we were going to go more along the line of tax-exempt and nonprofit organizations. There is a whole host of paperwork that's required to become a legitimate 501c3 holder designated by the IRS. It doesn't take much to become a nonprofit. You would only need a couple of pieces of paper and $60, and you send it off to the Secretary of State for North Carolina. And we could show you how to do all of these things. We could show you online where all of this information is there. The good thing is I don't have to make up any of this stuff. It's all online. I just sort of regurgitate it to the people who sit before me and show them how it would be applicable to what they're trying to accomplish.
Excellent. So sometime in the spring of 2013, sometime next few months, you'll have that workshop, and we'll get that information out, as well as you could probably call their office and find out what the schedule is for this workshop on establishing nonprofit organizations.
Yes, that's true. We hope to be on point with that.
What do you see today, small businesses? What are the greatest needs that you see? Is it finance a big issue for small business today, or is it personnel policies? What do you find to be one of the greatest needs for small business today?
Well, it is definitely finance. Everyone that comes in needs finance or financial information. But what I find is that people are not really collaborating as I feel they could or should to make their own lives easier. If you find somebody else pulling the rope in the same direction you're pulling, it's going to be easier for you. You would even be allowed to take one day off from your endeavors to let it flow with your associates or partners or board members in some cases. So there's just a lot of collaboration I feel that needs to be done in a sincere way, so it would make the towing of the rope easier for all.
Well, thank you, Keith. I appreciate your coming in and sharing my viewing audience the services of SCORE. And if we can be of help to you here at the Business Development Center, please call us at 252-234-5900, and someone will get back with you. I'm here usually, and you can certainly talk with me. Our website is www.ucpbdc.com. I encourage you to go to our website. We have 2 excellent videos on there. One of a walking tour of our facility, the other one that talks about business incubation and what we do to help small businesses grow and develop today. Until next time, thank you for joining us today.